Speaking during the Ministry of Finance and National Planning Media Budget and Economic Performance Review in Lusaka, Finance and National Planning Minister Situmbiko Muzokotwene highlighted the government's efforts to boost the economy. Dr. Muzokotwene attributed the projected growth to strategies aimed at stabilizing the economy and the commencement of mining operations across the country.
Obviously, 2024 has been a difficult year. It continues to be a difficult year. And the main factor for this is the drought. Obviously, we've had challenges before. We've had challenges of COVID. That is well behind us now, by and large. We have had impact of cholera. That was also behind us, by and large. But obviously, the drought has had a more profound effect on the economy. We had, at the beginning of the year, anticipated that the economy was going to grow by more than 5% after 4% last year. So you see that there's been an upward trajectory in the expansion of the economy, starting with 2022, there was some modest growth. 2023, fairly strong growth. 2024 was going to be a very strong growth. It has not happened because of the drought. The more than 5% growth that we expected to see has now been reduced to 2.3%.
During the review, Dr. Muzokotwene also distributed the financial report for 2023, detailing the country's economic performance. Despite facing financial challenges this year, the Ministry of Finance remains committed to increasing tax compliance and revenue collection.
And thereafter, I will conclude. With regard to GDP growth, as the Minister alluded to, the past couple of years have been strong, apart from 2024, which we see our growth being downgraded to 2.3%. Two major reasons. Basically, it's been the drought has significantly affected the agriculture sector and the energy sectors. Electricity generation has been reduced to 1,268 megawatts against a demand of 2,216 megawatts as at end June 2024. As the Minister alluded to, the outlook is very positive. We see ourselves rebounding and moving forward 2025 to 2027, we see our growth coming back to levels that could reach as high as 6%.
Bank of Zambia Governor Denny Kalielia emphasized the importance of stakeholder participation in the consultation process of the dollarization, urging financial sector stakeholders to engage actively.
As you note from the slide, inflation has been quite challenging. We had managed to bring it down to 9.9, which was the target, I think, 2022. But since then, there have been so many challenges, and it has been rising, as you see on the extreme right of the slide there, the graph. What you note is that inflation has been rising since the beginning of the year, standing at 15.2% last month. We will be having the latest reading, I think this Thursday, tomorrow, which is the end of month, which will also tell us where that is. But the underlying pressures have mainly been, if you will, in three main parts. One is the exchange rate pressure, which has continued to mount. This is happening at a time when supply is also low. So that interplay of demand and supply has resulted in pressures for the exchange rate to depreciate. But as the minister has indicated, going forward, we expect some of those pressures to subside as more copper production comes online and exports increase.
Additionally, the Zambia Revenue Authority Commissioner General, Diengani Bonda, reiterated the authority's commitment to enhancing tax revenue collection through stringent measures.
And as Ziria indicated, Ziria was below target by 2.5 billion or 4%. And this was driven by weak performance of the mining company tax. As you can see from the numbers, the collection was 2.9 billion against a target of 8.2 billion. So that's a deficit of 5.2 billion, which is 63.9% below the target. Equally, domestic VAT has also been affected. We collected a gross of 12.9 billion and refunds of 8 billion, where the net collection of 4.9 billion against a target of 6. So thereby recording a deficit of 1 billion, which is 18.3%. We can move the next slide.
With these initiatives and strategic plans in place, Zambia aims to achieve significant economic growth and stability in the coming years. The government remains optimistic about overcoming current challenges and fostering a robust economic environment. I am James Chanda, reporting.